Babalik po ang she said, kasama po natin si Koby, kasama sa mga chocolates nandito.
Yeah, na kanina pa ba tinitingnan?
Kanina pa.
And you haven't stopped talking about it.
Yeah, I know, because I've tried a lot of them that I'm looking at.
You
In
can
fact,
sacrifice a little more for a little more minutes.
I was just telling you about one of them. I'm like, I hope she brought the strawberries covered in chocolate.
And I did,
yes,
and I said, there it is.
Which they call toucheurs in some country, or they are glaze in Germany.
Fruit and chocolate, though, is a wonderful combination.
They have it in Godiva. In Godiva, they're like $5 for like one.
Yes,
they're so pricey.
How did you get into this business? Are you the one into it, or is your husband?
It's our family, actually. It's my family from Oz. And started off with various confectionery, doing fudges. You know, in Australia, fudge is very, very big. And we started off with that, and then caramel apples, and then got into chocolate. And Chocolate Fire was originally Naughty Fruits Australia, which was all about fruit in chocolate. And from there, it expanded and just kept on creating more and more varieties, and now it's...
So your chocolate's all from Australia?
No. The chocolate is from Belgium. And then various ingredients are from... A lot is from Australia. A lot of the dried fruits and the nuts we import from Oz. And then other things, the strawberries are from the U.S. We use U.S. strawberries.
Oh, how
and
do you get them?
blueberries. Various suppliers. Actually, our master chocolatier goes around each morning on a hunt to find the freshest. It's quite funny. It's
you know, Australian chocolate's really good. Like, you can have chocolate made in America or some other part of the country.
Yes.
And compare it to the chocolate, like the same. Like, for example, Cadbury.
Yes, Cadbury's a great one.
Compare that to the Cadbury made in Australia. There is a huge difference.
Do you know what it is?
What is it?
So simple. It's funny, actually. It's the milk.
The milk.
It's the mixture with the dairy. Our dairy product in Australia is amazing. If you see where the cows hang out,
right?
Beautiful pastures.
Love milk.
Yeah, so that's what makes the difference.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
Even with our Belgium chocolate, if we bring in the chocolate from Belgium versus the company's head that they have in Singapore, it's totally different.
So you can bring in chocolate, but you don't bring in the milk because
No, we don't. I mean,
spoil.
the milk that we do use at Chocolate Fire is Australian as well, because we go for that dairy content. Even with the coffees, we're becoming quite known for our coffees now.
Chocolate Fire is originally in. Was
originally in Melbourne. It started in Sydney as a wholesale company that supplied other stores. And then
it's a wholesale company.
It was, yes. And then
you own it?
Yes, the one in Australia, yeah.
And then now it's a restaurant here.
It went into... Melbourne is the capital of chocolate in Australia, I suppose, because the temperature, you have the 4 seasons. And
sometimes
so
in one day?
Yes, exactly. You know Melbourne. That's exactly true.
I know Sydney more.
So we opened up down there a Chocolate Fire Cafe Lounge, and then had partners come in and wanted to take it to America, and we suggested, what about Asia? And
is this the first in Asia?
Yes.
You know,
Yes,
Australia is synonymous to chocolates for me. Like, my mom is there right now for my grandmother's birthday, and every time she comes home, she's like, what do you want? I'm like, chocolate. It's always going to be...
What in particular?
It's always going to be the fruit and nut from Cadbury. And the violet crumble, because
violet
you can't
crumble.
get it anywhere.
I was waiting for you to say
Is that your favorite?
Only if it's from Australia, because,
There's the violet crumble.
And I like the frog, little frog chocolate.
Freddo the Frog.
Freddo the Frogs,
yes.
And we ask for salt and vinegar.
Oh,
crisps.
yes, salt and vinegar
chips,
crisps.
all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you let me taste that.
Yeah, I
Yes,
brought some
yes.
for you. Yes.
Yeah, that's a wonderful... Actually, that would taste good in chocolate.
That would.
So do you actually, are you the one who decorates this?
Oh, no, I wish I was the one. But I don't have such a fine hand. Our master chocolatier, who has now actually trained artisan chocolatiers, who are Filipino, amazing artists, basically.
Oh.
Yeah. So we do a lot of cakes as well. So when we get cake orders, we can create every single cake is different, because we let them play and be very artistic. We speak to the client, what's your theme? Is it for a birthday? And then they go wild.
How did you start here, though? Did you start off in a bazaar, or did you start off in a house and delivering and doing Christmas orders, or did you just put the shop?
We put the shop up. We really waited to have the flagship store. We really were very patient to also get that site so that we could be visible, but not in a mall setting, so that we were outside of mall hours, because
but you have a good location because you're at the corner.
We're at the very corner. Yes.
And how did you get people to know about you? I don't remember seeing any ads on
Yes,
you guys.
no.
I do know about this because Carissa Cruz
brought
to the house of Tito Philip the strawberries and chocolate.
And
And
you
I'm
said,
like,
where did you get
oh my God. And
this?
she's like, chocolate fire. I
Right.
go, where is that? She's like, Salcedo Village. And I go, where? You can't miss it.
Yeah, so
Yes,
she
you
told me
can't
about
miss
it.
You can't
that's
miss
wonderful. Well, before we were able to open, we actually started doing like little guesting appearances, like at Music and Wine in the Mandarin Hotel, and then started the word of mouth spreading, even though we weren't open, so that people were really, what is this chocolate fire? When are you guys opening? And discovered that word of mouth here is amazingly powerful.
How long did it take, though? Considering you didn't advertise and you have 2 floors.
Yes.
Was business picked up after what month?
It was about 4.5 months, and then the word really had spread out. Facebook is a massive application for us. We find also that being live, we're live, so throughout the day as we produce, we announce it, and being very interactive with people.
Why did you consider the mall? You were saying because you didn't want to be...
Didn't want to be constricted with operational hours, and also just having that street access and fitting Chocolate Fire into because in Melbourne we were in a little alleyway, you know, it also creates the ambience, and we wanted to have that feeling. In Salcedo Village you have that village feeling, there's all different restaurants. And
What time do you open?
we open at 7:30 in the morning during the week.
So early?
Yeah, very early. We're also because our coffee trade has increased, we make a really good coffee.
And you have hot chocolate as well?
Yes, hot chocolate too.
Okay.
So we're open very early, and we close Monday to Thursday. We close at midnight, and on a Friday and Saturday we're closed at 2 a.m. So
and Sunday
late.
you're closed forever?
No. Sunday we open from 4 p.m. to 11. It's very, very quiet.
So
in
meaning it's still
Salcedo.
open tonight?
Yeah.
Yes.
We can still catch it.
Yes,
Yes.
definitely.
I've been there a couple of times on a Sunday, and I've been there a couple of times when it was closed already.
Oh no!
And the first time I
And you
was
kept
there,
it open?
I actually asked the lady at the counter who owns it.
Oh, okay.
And she said, well, I go, do you think we can guest them on the show and feature this?
Oh.
And she's like, oh, just contact them. And
Yeah.
so I'm like, here.
Yes.
Here they are.
They are
I don't
friends.
even have to ask.
Yeah, she is a friend of our director.
Yes.
That's why.
Yeah, lucky for us.
So maybe we can let our... I don't know how we can show this to our guests because
Yeah,
like
have
we
a-
keep looking at it. And I want everybody to see what they look like.
I've actually brought you a mix today. I've brought you some blueberry sticks. Fresh
Blueberries, by the way, are
strawberries.
really good, really healthy.
Very, very healthy. Well, I go for the dark chocolate for the healthier option. And then we have barks. Barks are very big at Chocolate Fire. Various ingredients. We even have chili. I brought you ladies chili and chocolate too. Pringles are something we do. And then I have various soft centers for you. Strawberry cream, caramel. We also do peanut butter and jelly. Salted caramels too. And I've brought along rice crackles, which is a tradition in Oz. We
So
love
these
those.
things were offered in Australia.
Yes, yes. Some things have actually
What has
we've
been
expanded
localized?
on and localized.
Like?
we now have dipped fruits, Filipino fruits that
Like
are
what
dipped,
fruits?
including jackfruit and
Really?
papaya,
Ah.
pineapple.
I saw those.
Yeah, mango, which I'm in love with.
Oh, yeah.
It's delicious.
But how do you keep the Pringles crispy? Or what happens if you don't get to sell all during the day?
We move them off the shelf, and then if we in the team don't want to eat them, then they
Then
will
just
be
call
thrown
us.
away. Or
They will be
but-
thrown away.
But we have a very good system now of being able to predict the sales
Right.
and be able to. We're really about producing fresh,
Instead
so
of
that
throwing them away, don't you think you should have like a little counter like for those like bread shops that go 50 off
50
after
off.
a certain time?
We do that for the strawberries and
Right.
the fresh fruits at various hours. The Pringles, it's a bit tough because
So-
if they go soft, but
Right.
they do move very well.
Yeah, she said has actually a garbage collection agency.
Oh,
And
wonderful
we
to
can
hear.
be the one to collect the chocolates so they're not thrown away.
Right. We can eat it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And before we actually really eat and taste the chocolates, we are going to go on a break. And stay tuned because I'm really, really getting hungry. Everything is right in front. This is like a sacrifice. We've sacrificed too long.
Too long.
Okay, so she said, we'll be right back. back here on She Said, and Katie was caught actually, actually taking one. She got the one with the Pringles.
Yes, the dipped Pringles.
These are, yeah, okay, you can't talk.
Yes, I can.
Oh, is it okay to talk about the price range? Because these look a little very expensive.
It's actually, you'd be surprised. We're quite reasonable.
Like Cutie got one piece of Pringles.
Pringle?
And half of it is dipped in chocolate. How much would that be?
That's 15 pesos for a dipped Pringle.
Kaya ko yan. I can afford.
The blueberry sticks are 35.
Okay. We have here the blueberry sticks. They're actually 3 blueberries dipped in chocolate.
Yes.
Okay, and one stick with 3 blueberries is 35.
Is 35 pesos, yes.
Kaya ko yan.
So it's finest grade of chocolate, and we're generally $20 per kilo under, the rest selling the same range, the same quality of chocolate, basically. But you can't compare us to Cadbury. Price range.
So compared to the hotel.
Yes. If you're comparing to those using the same standard of chocolate, definitely. Yeah.
Wow. So you can actually go there and spend 100 pesos and come home with like 5 pieces.
Yeah, a little
pieces.
Goodie bag of chocolates. We have people come in and do that often in the middle of the night.
Very interesting to know.
Oh yeah.
Because when you look at it, I mean, if you're here, right here, and you look at it in front, you know, like, can I afford this? Will I be able to, you know, to give this? Like, you know, like for students.
Yes, yeah, exactly. We have the students coming over every now and then. Their professor actually has them come over as a...
like a field trip?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
field trip, and they have to
this?
show... I know, I tried to ask before what school it was, and I've missed the name, but they have to show their receipt.
Wow. And
that
then
they
get a
actually
refund.
possibly that they actually did get to taste, and the students told me that their teacher had said they had to come and try what good chocolate is. So I was like, that's a lovely compliment. Thank you, whoever you are.
I thought the teacher would say, this is the place where you can buy chocolate to give me to get a higher grade.
Or maybe that. I hope that's not happening.
So do you believe there was a movie, right?
Like
chocolate,
fire.
Yeah. No. Like Water
Fire
for
for
Chocolate.
Oh yes, lovely movie.
Okay, so
Lovely
do you
movie.
believe that chocolate actually gives a certain kind of feeling? Or
Oh,
Yes, it does.
definitely.
Studies
Yeah,
show.
yeah,
studies
yeah,
show
yeah,
so.
like
Yes.
exactly
It's
what?
the same feeling as being in love.
Yes.
Yeah.
Releases the same
Serotonin.
Okay, so if you eat chocolate, let's say whether dark or milk or whatever, what kind of feeling is it supposed to give you?
Basically, a sense of warmth is pretty much how I would describe it. A sense
Yeah, it's
of
like a sugar
it's
high
a
and
comfort.
warm.
Yeah,
it's
sugar
comfort.
comforting high.
Which is why so many people take it when they're heartbroken.
Exactly. I was about to say that when you're feeling down,
Yeah.
you especially women, we will veer towards chocolate,
Chocolate.
All
as
the
a
time.
great pick me up.
And chocolate is always something that you give to somebody you love.
Yes,
It's
wonderful
sweet.
expression. Well, for Valentine's, for instance,
Yeah.
wonderful expression of sweetness that you love. And for us, we tried to push, when you give a chocolate, give something that's pure, no chemicals in it. That's the other thing with us. We don't put preservatives or we don't add any emulsifiers, nothing like that.
How long can your chocolate last? Like if you put it in the ref or the freezer?
Yep. No need for the freezer. Even just in the ref. The fruit, of course, is but 3 days or so because it's fruit. But other chocolates, the barks, for instance, 6 months. But we move them on the shelves faster. We never keep chocolate that long.
So you were saying that in Sydney, in Australia for that matter,
Yes.
chocolate sells so well, like Valentine's and Easter.
Yes, and
Why
Easter.
So is there really a marked drop in sales?
Yes,
for
yes.
us
Here in the
Here in the
Philippines.
Philippines, it's very different.
Oh, what do you do?
So do you shorten operating hours? What do you? how do you-
or basically we also reduce the team. Those who come in to seasonally work with us, the team will reduce just a little bit for that period, and then we'll increase again the team. Or we also just hold back production. So we won't produce as much during those days. We've already gone down to lessening it. Not as much barks will go out, for instance, or the fresh fruits. Just, controlling
So do you give
quantity.
these as gifts when you, like, for Christmas? And
Me?
I'm
Yes.
sure people will
Yes.
be like, okay, Koby's going to be here. I hope she brings chocolate.
Yes, yes. My Christmas gifts this year to all my friends, well, last Christmas, were dipped cherries. I wanted everyone to try the dipped cherries. They're amazing, fresh cherries in chocolate.
Do you have small Christmas packs, like affordable ones for students?
Yes, I even smaller than that. Just and I mean, you can make the boxes up as you want. That was one of the things that we do. You can either have our preset boxes, or you can create your own little goodie box of chocolate fire. So that means you can control how much you're also spending.
Your budget.
Yeah, your budget is. So.
But then if you give that as a present, then you have to give it straight to the houses so they can put it in the ref, because it's very
But it doesn't melt. It
no,
can
it
last
doesn't.
for 3
It
days.
doesn't really melt if you're in an aircon car or so forth. Some of them don't need to be refrigerated. Actually,
Only those
yeah.
with fruits.
Yeah,
Especially,
fruits
well,
or ganaches.
during the Christmas season, it wasn't very hot.
Yes, yes, it wasn't
Yes.
hot either. But no, we had people who bought boxes and didn't give them away until a week later, but they wanted them already so that they were ready for the gift. So it's just about which chocolates you buy.
You know what's so great about the Pringles dipped in chocolate? Is it dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
Yeah, there's both there. The one you tried was dark.
Dark chocolate.
Yes, yeah.
I cannot relate because I didn't try it, so I think I should try it
You
before
should try it.
start
I'll
talking.
talk. Okay. See, the
Okay.
good thing about chocolate is if you're having dark chocolate, it's actually a little healthier.
Yes,
Then,
yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the great thing about the Pringles is for women, we like to eat something sweet and something like salty.
Yes.
So this is already it without having to go for chips and then chocolate, because it's just
Yeah,
like the
we,
perfect combination.
chips and
We also
chocolate
have
together in your mouth.
Pretzels dipped in chocolate.
Pretzels.
And they're far more salted.
Right.
They have chunks of salt on
So
them.
these are
actually.
the plain Pringles.
Yes,
Yeah.
these are the plain. We also
Right.
have cheese, and we also have sour cream.
And the sour cream goes with milk chocolate?
Yeah,
How's-
it does
Oh,
actually. I
curious.
mean, I have people who come in and specifically look for the flavored Pringles dipped in chocolate and
What-
don't want the plain.
What do you
So-
find is the type that most Filipinos go for?
The type of chocolate?
Yeah, because certain, like for example, Ben and Jerry's. There's certain flavors that they never sell anywhere else.